We at the Planning Office at the City of Tulsa are excited to share with you a land use and zoning proposal for the Northwest Tulsa area. First, let's talk about how we got here. When Planet Tulsa, the city's comprehensive plan, was updated in 2023, it recommended evaluating land uses in Northwest Tulsa, keeping in mind the existing character, natural and environmental features, and the availability of public services. The comprehensive plan, which guides future development of the city, includes a land use plan map to designate preferred land use types for all areas within the city limits. These designations are used in reviewing development proposals like rezoning applications. This year, we began to take a closer look at the Northwest Tulsa area. We studied the area to better understand existing conditions and characteristics, which highlighted several things that make Northwest Tulsa unique. First, Northwest Tulsa is the area of the city located entirely within Osage County. It has beautiful scenery and natural features like hilly terrain, floodplains, and extensive tree coverage. Existing development mostly consists of agricultural and residential uses spread out on large lots. The area is home to many recreational and cultural destinations like the Post Oak Lodge, Tulsa Botanical Gardens, and of course the Gilcrease Museum. Because the area is largely untouched, there is not much public infrastructure and fire coverage is limited. Although street connectivity is minimal, the Gilcrease Expressway is planned to someday extend through the outer reaches of the area. These features make Northwest Tulsa a unique area in the city and the greater region, and it deserves careful consideration to ensure that future development respects and enhances the area's natural features. This led us to consider a new future land use and a new zoning district designed for the area, which we are calling Scenic Hills. The Scenic Hills land use designation would apply to Northwest Tulsa's natural areas, characterized by rolling hills, water systems, and established tree canopies. Appropriate future land uses would be a mix of large lot residential, agricultural, and recreational uses, with an emphasis on preservation of natural habitats and tree canopy. The Scenic Hills zoning district would be a new special district in the zoning code and would set standards for new developments, building on the basic requirements and protections of the agricultural district, which is the current zoning district for all of the properties within the proposed boundaries. There would be a few distinctions from the agricultural district, including limits on building height, impervious coverage, and outdoor lighting, plus tree planting and preservation requirements. You can read the full proposal at tulsaplanning.org/NW-Tulsa. To help us determine the potential boundary of the proposal, we started with a view analysis to determine where major ridgelines were visible from the eastern edge of the main study area. We also considered existing uses in zoning, redevelopment approvals, the location of properties along the proposed Gilcrease Expressway alignment, and the presence of trees and vegetation which provide visual barriers. The proposed zoning district and land use designation are generally bounded on the east by Gilcrease Museum Road, on the south by Edison Street, and on the west and north by the city limits. That brings us to our next steps. We want to hear from you. Please join us for one of our open houses on November 7th and 14th from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. at the Waterworks Art Center, 1710 West Charles Page Boulevard. Both open houses will have a come-and-go format, and both will be on Thursday nights. If you are unable to make it to an open house, you may also review the full proposal and share your comments with us by going to tulsaplanning.org/NW-Tulsa. After the open houses, we will present information to the Planning Commission and City Council, and each group will hold public meetings to discuss and vote on the Scenic Hills proposal. If you have questions, email us at planning@cityoftulsa.org, call 918-596-7526, or visit tulsaplanning.org/NW-Tulsa.